Top of the middle of the day to you boys and girls. We're doing a follow-up on the 372 x-torq versus the CS2166. We're running a 24-inch bar with some full comp chain on it. It's the same bar and chain that we ran on these two saws in the beginning. And we're going to throw a brand new 461 fresh out of the box, no doubt, into the mix just for comparison to see how they fare, since the 461 seems to be the middleweight class saw of choice for a lot of people. I'm kind of curious myself. The 2166 comes out of the box at 4.8 horsepower. I think that has to do a little bit with the air cleaner and the little guides in the covers for the transfer ports. The 372 comes out of the box at 5.4, and the 461 comes out of the box at 6.0. So technically the Jonsered is down about, what is that, 1.2 horsepower or something like that. I guess that'll be a pretty good comparison to see how she fares in the end. Bar change. You'll be able to get a soda out of the fridge or something in the middle of this. My youngest son, Jackson's going to give me a hand with the gassing up and getting it out of the box in between the bar change, between the 372 and the Jonsered. Yeah, okay, that was a mouthful. So we're moving right along. And we're going to be probably tuning on them a little bit too to get them relatively close to the same RPMs in the upper limit. Now, it took a minute. We're a little over 13,000. We're not going to run the brand new 461 any more than 13,000, so I thought maybe we should get them relatively close to the same, even though we can hear that saw's blubbering. Not, and it doesn't take too long, I guess. It gets up to this RPM limit pretty quick for a smog saw, in my humble opinion anyway. So I guess now we'll give it a little test run here. Hey, you want to run the tack, bud? Yeah, that's pretty good. So my staging operation didn't work too good. Thankfully, that's a little tiny log and it didn't really hurt that saw much. So we're changing out the bar and chain, but underbucking, she does pretty good as well. I'm pretty pleased at how it turned out, actually. That's impressive. thing will go down for the count just like that other one did. Thank you. Yeah, a little excessive on the chain. Now we're ready to go. Well, we'll get the thing tuned in, I guess, in reverse now. Okay, so this saw doesn't like running anywhere below about 13.2, so we're just going to give it a whirl. we put the hurt on this saw by pulling it down, huh? Oh, you want to put that clutch cover on there? Somebody at the factory put the nuts on the wrong way, in reverse order, I'm noticing, as we can see. memory card ran out of data space. It sounds like my son informed me we're going to have to do the underbuck again with the 461, splice it in. We're going to get into a big knot, however, so it'll be a little bit at a disadvantage at that point. So here we go. So anyway, looks like we got a little bit of time, so initial impressions are going to be interesting once we get a review of the times. It pulls pretty good for a stalker, 6.0 horsepower. The 372 is only spinning up at about 13,000. It's not even going to come alive for another 1,000 or so. I spun the Jonsered up a little bit. I don't know. It feels like it pulls pretty good to me. The two saws that are zipped, the Husqvarna and the Jonsered, they feel like they pull pretty good actually, but they don't seem like they're running right to me. They just don't quite have it yet because they're not quote unquote on a pipe. So anyway, we'll have to do some reviews, see how this works out. Thanks for watching this session. Have a blessed day wherever you might be on God's green earth.